Hey everyone, Antalya Grand Slam, day 1 is in the books. Got some cool highlights to show you, like this lovely Ippon from Deguchi Krista against fellow world champion Silva, dropping down for the Seoi Nage there and then standing up again with the Kochi Makikomi. And here's another one from Deguchi, reminds me of Abe Hifumi a little bit. So we'll have a look at a few more Ippons and then we'll get into the gold medal contests, the bronze medal contests for each category. But these Uchimatas right here from the Taipei team, I mean, they're doing something right. These Uchimatas are sick. I mean, look at the height that he gets, the travel, the distance. Really nice Uchimata. In the final at the 52 kg category, Pupp, or is it Pupp? I'm not sure, but brilliant Ippon here. Also though changing it into Haraigoshi. Look at this. And to do it in a final too, doesn't get better than that. Doesn't get better than that. And last of the Ippons here, it's not an Ippon, but I thought it was going to be an epic Ippon. I mean, look at, she just went flying, it's so close, gets a Wazari for it, but imagine if she maintained control for that one. Anyway, starting with under 66, and Nuralayev gets a bronze medal, and this is just a sick combination. Doesn't get the Uchimata, but goes for the Koshiguruma. That is an awesome combination. So Nuralayev shows some nice throwing prowess, but in his bronze medal contest, goes up against Yondon Perenlai, and shows us some slick Newaza. Yondon Perenlai does well to roll over and defend here, but Nuralayev, he's got the leg, rolls him over again, and locks in that Juji pretty quickly. So, pretty good performance by him. He lost to Vieru, lost to this counter here, and Vieru, usually he's quite the big thrower, has a good Tayotoshi, a good Koji, but in his first match he almost went out actually, these two big attempts by the Azerbaijan fighter. But Vieru, for the most part throughout the day, just showed really good control of the game. So I recommend go watch those fights if you can. Quite interesting to see how someone plays it at a high level. And last from the 66 kg category, Flicker from Israel taking bronze as well. At the under 60 kg category, and I picked this one in my predictions video, Yang, Olympic silver medalist, has some really slick newaza, and you're gonna see it here. Just watch what he does with his feet. It's quite incredible. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to get inside the elbows, underneath his opponent's armpit, and he's trying on both sides. He's trying both sides, which is really high level because most of the time when you're doing a turnover, you've got one good side and you don't really practice the other. But he's looking for both hooks because he can do a reverse sankaku or just a normal one. And he did this 3 times in 3 different matches. So he's like a Newaza assassin. He's kind of like beloaded. He's taking this reverse sankaku into the men's division. And I said this in my predictions video. He trains in Japan, so he spends a lot of time with Japanese judoka. But Japanese judoka have his number, Takato Nagayama for example. But in this tournament, there were no Japanese competitors, so I really thought he would take it. And to take out both of the Georgians, Chikvimiani and Papanashvili, really impressive. Look what he's doing here. He's dealing with Papanashvili's defense. Papanashvili's got his hand on the pants. But Yang, he knows what to do. Watch him flatten him out, just extending him, making him long, makes him easy to roll over. And against Chikvimiani, you would think, well, it's going to be more of the same Newaza, but he actually took it to him. And Chikvimiani, he's kind of a shorter judoka for the category, likes to be close range. And I think Yang, training in Japan, did well to keep the distance and get the score. Garigos and Baratov took bronze, and just look at this Ashiwaza from Baratov, really amazing. I'll put some of Garigos' highlights in my top Ippons videos, quite some nice newaza from him. Under 48 now with Ganbaatar from Mongolia taking gold, and I do want to ask you guys a question because I'm a little bit confused. There's a newaza, Ippon coming up here, and it goes to the ground. Obviously, you have to be on the ground for newaza, but then blue stands up. And Ganbaatar, she's got an armbar on. And so, in my opinion, because blue's standing up, it shouldn't be newaza anymore. And my opinion is, if there was a tap when she was standing, it would be Shido, or Hansogomake. But because she went to the ground and then tapped, it was an Ippon. So I don't really know what's going on here with the rules. The newaza rules are really vague. If someone could help me out in the comments, I'd love to know. And gold for Hungary at 52. Amazing performance, not only just in the final, getting that beautiful Haraigoshi, but all throughout the day. just brilliant judo on the feet. Nice ashiwaza, had the big throw in the final, and of course a little bit of newaza as well. Here we see a lovely transition into the juji, jumping straight on it. And then in this next piece of newaza, similar to Yang, watch how she stretches out her opponent before getting the rollover. And now she's getting her body underneath her, and what I really like here is she fakes one direction and then goes the other. And she already did the hard work, she already had enough to get her legs underneath her opponent's legs. Good rollover, straight into the pin. It's not a traditional Yoko Shiho. At first I thought it was a Kesagatame, but it's like an arm triangle without the actual strangulation, good enough for a pin. We'll say Yoko Shiho, I'll go with Yoko Shiho. Anyway, a good Ippon. At 57 we had Klimkait. Klimkait from Canada, showing everyone in the world that she's the boss, she's the world champion right now. Pretty much unstoppable at the moment. And this rollover she did twice, so it's from an omoplata. Omoplata is kind of like a BJJ move mainly, but in judo it's used quite often to get a rollover. And as I said, she does it twice here, ducks under, grabs the leg, and then needs a bit of momentum to roll her opponent over, but gets it both times. Look at that, pushing on her own ankle to roll her over. And I'm not quite sure what this pin is, but is it a reverse Kesagatame? Not quite sure. But Klimkait, as a world champion, she's not just into the newaza, she's got a wonderful array of techniques. Drop down sode, went flying there, that was amazing. And here's another one, but this time Morote Seoinage, drop down. And lastly, Lima takes bronze with this lovely bit of ashiwaza. Boom, straight on her back. And obviously there's a few people who I haven't included in this video, some people who got bronze medals, but if you're not throwing people in your final contest and you get into bronze, you don't make it to my videos. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.